Oh hey, the one and only Dusty Bottoms here, the founder of Kingdom Trucking Academy. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Truckers Against Trafficking, or more importantly, the Truckers Against Trafficking video. So let's get started. A few months ago, I had to update my CDL. When I went into the state to update my CDL before it expired, they told me that I needed to update my Truckers Against Trafficking. I know what the Truckers Against Trafficking video is. I had to watch it numerous times. What's interesting about this is I got a refresher into how poor the video is. Now, before we get started, I'm going to state this several times. I am against trafficking. I'm all against trafficking. What I want to discuss is how poor the video is, how terrible it is, and how little it actually does. It does not create awareness. What it does is it becomes more of a joke, more of a chore that you have to do. In fact, the last few months, I had to watch this video 3 different times. When we were getting our DOT and we were getting a registration for our trucks at our school, I was forced to watch this as a motor carrier. I was also forced to watch it when I had to update my license. And then for continuing education, seminar I took, they forced us to watch this video again. And why I say they force is because you're required to watch it. Each one of these different government entities required us to watch it as part of the process. What I noticed, and I am included in this, is when watching it, I ignored everything. It's a terribly made video. It's clear a company like J.J. Keller probably made this video. It's poor quality, worse than a Hallmark video. Not really that informative. It placates to everybody's emotion, but instead of actually creating awareness and doing what they were actually trying to do, it becomes more of a joke. It was almost like they were trying to do some kind of Dateline segment and stoke fears into you, and it just did not come across that way. What I found myself doing, because I've had to watch the video so many times, is fast forwarding, doing the test, and then if you get it wrong, you get another shot at doing the test. But when you get it wrong, it tells you the answer. So all you have to do is remember the answer and then do it again. Like within 2 tries, maybe 3 attempts, you're gonna get a passing grade and you're gonna move on. It becomes a chore. I found myself just being annoyed by it. And I know that's not what they were trying to do with this, but in actuality, that's all that happens. And it doesn't do what it needs to do, create awareness. But what I'm here to tell you is there's so many nuances that come down to why trafficking is so profound, why there's a need for it, why there's profit, all of these different things, all of those nuances, and that there needs to be stricter legislation, all kinds of different things that need to take place to help reduce this and mitigate all the causations that cause this to be a thing. But that does not happen. It does not happen for one reason or another, mostly because we have poor legislators, because of all the religious fanatics out there. Yes, all of the different religious organizations, different religions, all of that have different viewpoints on this, and that causes issues. All the conservative-minded people, that creates issues, and it does not allow us as a society to help change things that we recognize as common sense, that was this archaic way of viewing things. Before I get into any of those things, what I want to state is human trafficking is a major issue in the United States. It's a major issue worldwide. According to the United Nations International Labor Organization, they estimate worldwide 27.6 million people have been trafficked. Now, there's different definitions of trafficking. What really should be stated is instead of trafficked, it should be smuggled. Trafficked gives this idea that people are being carried across the borders, being smuggled across state lines, international lines, and that's not necessarily the most accurate way to state it. Smuggling is a more accurate way of stating it. At this time, there is no reliable information or no reliable data to give us an accurate estimate on how many people are being smuggled in the United States. Human trafficking is used for goods, the manufacturing, production, and it's used also for sex. As I stated, human trafficking does not mean physically moving someone from one place to another. It's more or less human smuggling. Coercion, fraud, by force. In fact, most traffickers and most victims are actually U.S. citizens. The people that are high at risk for this are individuals that have been abused, children or adults that grew up in the foster care system, homeless people, refugees, child illegal aliens, unaccompanied child illegal aliens, survivors of domestic violence, rape, abuse, and people working in industries with few legal protections.
Are you okay, little girl?
Yes, sir. I'm just looking.
Looking for what?
Girls being trafficked.
Trafficked? Heck, ain't no girls here being trafficked.
Are you sure?
Yes, sweetie. We'd take care of it if it was happening. What made you concerned about that?
My older brother is going to be a trucker like you. They made him watch this video.
Yeah, they make us all watch that stupid video.
Why is it stupid?
It's stupid because ain't no video gonna change a thing.
Who are you?
Baby girl, I'm the one and only Sparkles. I shine bright like a diamond, and I drop it like it's hot.
Nice to meet you, Sparkles.
Nice to meet you, baby girl.
Why is Truckers Against Trafficking stupid? Aren't you against trafficking?
Of course I'm against trafficking, but a stupid 20-minute video isn't gonna do anything. It's a video that dumb, lazy bureaucrats that have no idea about trucking make truckers watch to pretend they are doing something to stop the problem.
So how do you stop the problem?
Baby, that is a very complicated problem. I've been a night lizard for a long time. This life ain't for everybody. This life doesn't start because old Sparkles had parents like you. Drugs, abuse, whole family life all lead to me going into this work. Now I love what I do, but I wasn't forced into it. The young girls that are being taken, some are living on the streets, some are being snatched by bad people, and some are just being tricked into it. Now, as long as you have this profession illegal, then you're gonna have bad people doing bad things to all these poor little girls. You need to fix the immigration problem, change the prostitution laws by making it legal, and pass laws legalizing drugs. This will get rid of cartels' influence, the illegal sex worker demand, and generate more tax revenue.
Sparkles, I don't understand any of that.
Sweet, neither do most of these damn politicians. Half of them preach their religious beliefs while cheating on their wives, drink their alcohol, while damning drugs. But the drink is the worst drug of them all. If working girls can do it legal in Nevada, then why can't we do it in all of the U.S.? It makes no sense to Sparkles, baby.
It doesn't make sense to me either. But I'm just a kid.
It sure would be nice if them politicians would start fixing this country rather than tearing it apart.
all they care about is votes, not fixing the problems. They are the problem. Ever wonder why stripping is legal, cigarettes and alcohol, but marijuana, prostitution, and drugs aren't? 'Cause they don't want to fix anything. Meanwhile, Sparkles and my girls have to worry about all the crooks and pervs and cops. While gambling is legal, it's all smoke and mirrors. Most of these politicians get money from special interest groups that fund their campaigns and incentivize them to block laws that will actually help so these corporations can keep profiting while the problem persists.
America is falling apart like the trucking industry.
Damn straight, baby. Trust me, Sparkles would love to pay her taxes, be a responsible citizen. I love what I do. It's what I'm good at. This life ain't for everybody, and you damn sure shouldn't be forced into it. That's wrong. But make it legal. Give us a choice. My body, my choice, baby. And start making trafficking punishable by death. No girl should be taken and forced into this life. But making truckers watch a stupid video ain't fixing the problem. It's only wasting time. Stop letting people that ain't ever trucked pass trucking laws. Stop letting people that ain't ever trucked have input in the industry.
Amen, sister.
Oh my gosh, Sparkles. That was complicated.
I know, baby girl. It's a complicated world. So keep shining bright like a diamond and fight against injustice. I'm Sparkles, baby. I shine bright like a diamond, and I drop it like it's hot.
Human trafficking is a terrible thing. There is absolutely no justification for it. The people who commit it, take part in it, are complicit in it, organize it, these are evil people. There needs to be laws in place that make it so punishable it acts as a major deterrent. Unfortunately, it will never happen. There's countries involved in it, the organizations involved in it, the people involved in it, the cartels, all of these things, all of these people have too much power, there's too much money involved in it. What it boils down to is greed. People wanting money, taking part in it, taking advantage of the system. It's no different than slavery. You're abducting people in one way or another, or you're coercing people by threats of violence, intimidation, debt collection, all of these things you're using as a way to force people into doing something that you need done that's going to make you profit. They're preying on the weaker people in this world for profit. Again, as I state, these are evil, evil people that take part in this. And yes, you are equally as evil if you turn a blind eye to it. You're no different than the mother who buries her head in the sand while her daughter is getting sexually abused by a boyfriend, father, step-parent, any one of these things. Those are just examples. Complicity is just as bad. Now, making PR videos like the Traffickers Against Trafficking that are so poor, they do not actually get the message across. That what ends up happening is they become more of a joke. It's reminiscent of the 1980s, the Just Say No to Drugs campaign, where all of these commercials would come on the air and they'd be so cheesy, they'd be so ridiculous, that it became a joke rather than a deterrent. Rather than create awareness, it became more of a joke to everybody. Even to this day, my friends, people I know that from my generation, we still laugh at those videos.
I learned it by watching you.
It's terrible. It becomes part of the zeitgeist, but not in a good way. And the reason that happens is because an organization, many organizations, they come these nonprofit things that want to push this message out. And it's one way for a politician or many politicians to feel like they're actually doing something. Today, I can name several different things, but I don't want to get into politics. What I'm trying to make is this video, Truckers and Trafficking, is not doing anything. Over the years, I've heard so many students complain about it, laugh about it through the first week of class. It's bad. It's bad. And maybe, even though you might have found my video, the cartoon we did on Sparkles, to be funny, I was actually trying to use that to create some information and get the message across. As I stated earlier, there are so many nuances to why this is a thing that we're ignoring. For one reason or another, legislatures aren't actually doing what they need to do to fix the issue. Nobody wants to do that. It's like, why is there such high crime in poor neighborhoods? Well, you can name all of the reasons why. And by naming all of those reasons why, you would have to deep dive further to create solutions to help change this. And that requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of money. And that's not something people want to do. It's not something legislatures want to do. That's not something most people want to do, even in the city. They would rather turn their head, bury their head in the sand, and do all these things. Again, it makes you complicit. And if you ignore the problem and pretend that it doesn't exist, or blame something for surface issues, then you're not actually getting to the root of it, and you're not doing anything to change the problem. So, again, I'm against trafficking. I think it's terrible. I think it's a horrible thing. But creating a terrible video and making everybody watch it to get a license isn't doing what you want it to do. It's having the reverse effect. Their brains are shutting off, they're not paying attention, and they're laughing at it. So that's what I'm just trying to get across. We need to do something different. There's so many different holes in trucking that need to be fixed. But right now, everybody's arguing over these major things. But if you get down to the nuances and you fix the root of it, it'll take care of the major things. But nobody wants to do that. I hope you found this message important. I hope you found it informative. If you did, remember, give us a like and subscribe down below. I'm your trucking messiah, the one and only Dusty Bottoms. Roll on, truckers, roll on.